All right, so good evening, everyone. I'm Catherine, and I will be taking us through just this really kind of chill, sweet evening flow. I use the word flow pretty loosely there. So we'll be moving a little bit, but really taking it slow and focusing really on how the breath feels in the body, not just in the certain postures, but even in the transitions. So I really want our focus to slow down to not just be, okay, we're in a seated cross-legged seated position, but how did we come into this position? And when we go out of it, how do we go out of it? How does our body feel? How does our breath change as we change positions or change what we do? So it's just a very, very focused practice, so that hopefully by the end, your brain will just want to melt and you can just relax into your savasana. It's really not having to do much else. That is the ultimate goal. And letting that time truly be a time of repair, letting the body repair itself, letting the body integrate all the information that had come at it between the brain and the body, as well as any kind of awareness that you've kind of stoked, whether it was a physical awareness or maybe a mental or an emotional awareness. So with that said, just a nice simple cross-legged. If you would like to grab a pillow and pop up onto a pillow for a little bit of height under your seat, then go ahead and grab that. Other than that, you won't necessarily need any props, but if you are pretty tight and you have a strap or a towel, something that you would like to use to help you, then go ahead and grab that. Once sitting in nice, simple cross-legged, take a moment and we'll start kind of from the base up. So I want you to actually feel the knife edges of the feet or the shins, depending on what's actually physically touching the floor. I want you to feel that outside of the legs, the feet, pressing into the floor. From there, I want you to feel the sit bones really ground down. So if you feel like you can't quite feel the sit bones, kind of like shimmy your bum a little bit so that you can really feel where your sit bones are on the floor and kind of where the rest of your body is in relation. So if you're someone who sits but tends to round quite a bit, it's going to feel much different than if you actually press the sit bones down and lift up. So again, focus is on the feet pressing down, sit bones pressing down. Lift the pelvic floor up, and when you lift that pelvic floor up, also draw it in from the front, the urethral side, and the back, the anal side, so that you kind of have a nice, really firm foundation in the core. With that activation, you should already kind of feel a gentle pull of the low belly, but now I want you to draw it in even more. Start to close the lower rib cage, and then just feel as though you're lifting the ribs up off the hips. So you should feel as though that kind of helps the spine stay nice and long. Just rotate the shoulders back. So allow the shoulders to kind of round forward for a moment, and then lift them up. Squeeze them back and actively squeeze the shoulder blades together for just a moment. And then feel them slowly drop down. Release that squeeze between the shoulder blades and just feel the muscle right under the shoulder blades, pulling them down slightly. You're not squeezing, you're just activating that muscle to pull them down. Hands can remain on the knees, palms down, palms up, or if you like to let them just sit in your lap, go ahead and let them rest there. Feel as though you're kind of lifting through the back of the neck. So almost like the back of your head is lifting up slightly so that you feel the back of the neck elongate. And then close the eyes. From here, I want you to slowly begin to deepen the breath. So we don't have to start with the deepest breath right away, but actually work your way to a rhythm and a cadence that is deeper and longer than your normal breath. and also is deep enough that it keeps your focus every time you hear yourself inhale and feel yourself exhale. Remember that pelvic floor stays lifted, belly stays in, rib cage stays up off the hips. Once you feel as though you've got a hold on the cadence and depth of your breath, I just want you to notice how your body responds. How does your mind respond? Are you here in this moment, or is your brain still kind of fluttering around? With each breath, if you notice your mind wandering, just rein it back in so that again the focus becomes on feeling, listening, experiencing the breath as it enters and exits the body. Here, bring one hand on the heart. Just feel your heart pulse under your hand. Feel the skin of your palm and whatever it's in direct contact with, whether it's on clothing or on skin. What sensations do you feel under that right palm? Gently bring that left hand to the back of the right. And again, notice the sensation that you feel in the left palm. Notice how the right and the left palms feel different. Slowly bring the hands together, palms touch, elbows out to the side. Firmly press those palms together. Then bring those thumbs right to the sternum. As you inhale, feel the sternum lift and press into the thumbs. And at the same time, press the thumbs right back into the sternum as you press the palms firmly together. Gently begin to tuck the chin in slightly. Feel the back of the neck lengthen even more. Last deep breath in. Now create an intention or dedication for your practice this evening. An intention is for you, kind of what you're working for, whether your working is simply breathing or something more. And a dedication is for someone or something else. Slowly release the hands back down onto the thighs. Slowly begin to open the eyes, but keep the gaze soft and down towards the floor. Go ahead and let the right hand come over to the right side, and you're really reaching it out. Pop up onto those fingertips and press the fingers firmly into the floor. At the same time, let the left ear drop to the left shoulder. Slowly drop the nose towards the left shoulder and tuck the chin slightly. Stay like that, or if you would like, you can bring the left palm just right on top of the head. You're not pushing it down, you're just gently letting it rest. Keep pushing into the right fingertips. And slowly release that hand. Lift the nose straight up and turn the head towards the right this time. Keep pressing the fingertips into the floor. And then come back to center. Right hand comes onto the right thigh, left arm out to the left. Press, pop up onto those left fingertips and press them down. Lift through the chest. As you exhale, turn towards the right. And then slowly begin to let the nose drop towards the shoulder, tucking the chin slightly. Keep pressing into the left fingertips. Inhale, lift the nose, bring it back to center, turn over the left shoulder. And exhale, slowly come back to center. We'll release which foot is in front. So I have my right in front. I'm just going to bring the left. Doesn't matter which one you started with. Inhale, arms up. As we exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Take a deep breath in. Reach through the left hand. Press the left sit bone down. Slowly start to pivot right rib cage forward. And then bend that left elbow and bring the hand behind the head. Inhale, press the head back. Keep squeezing the shoulders back. And then as we exhale, we're going to turn and look down towards the right elbow and swing the left elbow down with us. So left elbow goes towards the right. Inhale, lift. As you do, look up, press the head back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, release that left arm, bring it up and over to the other side. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Again, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, press the right sit bone down. Keep reaching through the right fingertips. Just get long. On the next inhale, bend the right elbow. Bring the right hand behind the head. Inhale, push the head back. As you do, see if you can keep that right elbow going up high to the ceiling. As we exhale, turn, pivot, look towards the left elbow as the right comes down with you. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. And exhale, fold. Inhale up. Release that right arm and inhale, come up. As we do, just easy twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. As we do, we'll cactus the arms. Take a deep breath in. Lift through the chest. Squeeze the elbows down so the heart rises even more. As we exhale, we'll bring forearms together, touching the chest, round through the upper back. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. This time, inhale, open, extend the arms long, palms go forward, reach the arms back as much as you can. As we exhale, cross right over left, either come into a bear hug or eagle arms. Inhale, elbows go up no matter what position the arms are in. And as we exhale, start to bring those elbows towards the belly or the groin. Inhale, up. And exhale, round. Inhale up. And exhale round. Inhale, come back to center. Release the arms, reach them back. Try and keep the rib cage in. Don't let it pop or splay out. As we exhale, left over right, either bear hug or eagle arms. Once again, inhale, lift, and exhale, round. Inhale, lift, and exhale, round. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Inhale, come back to neutral, open the arms, exhale, hands come right back onto the knees. This time, once again, we'll switch which leg is in front. Little rolls with the rib cage. So from here, we're going to just do these little rolls going to the right, like we're tracing a barrel with the rib cage over the hips. So we're finding a little bit of that disconnection between torso and hips. So you can start to make this movement a little bigger by letting the shoulders get involved. So you kind of round them forward and then squeeze them back. Use the belly, keep that pelvic floor lifted to help and aid in really feeling every part of this movement. So you're feeling the side movement, you're feeling the tuck, you're feeling the extension, all of it. And if you would like to get even bigger, you can start to use your hands on your knees and feel as though now we're allowing the hips to move along with us. And then slowly come back to center. Now we'll go in the other direction. So small little circles with the rib cage around the hips. And this I really feel like helps the back. You can really start to, the more you tap into using the core and the abdominals, you can start to feel the stretch through the mid and low back. Now start to maybe get a little bit bigger. And then see if maybe we can start to use our hands and make this as big a movement as we can. You can go as slow or as fast as you would like. Just be careful that you don't go too fast so that you're really paying attention, again, to the movements and what you feel. Come back to center. Inhale. Hands across onto the knees. Open the chest. And exhale. Hold on to the knees as you kind of round and hammock back. Inhale. Lift and open. And exhale. Round. From here, come back to center, and we'll bring the feet right onto the floor. So keep the knees bent, and bring the feet together, holding on to the knees, just like we did with them crossed. Inhale, this time open the knees, push the bum back, and lift the chest forward. As we exhale, close the knees, round to the back, touching the chest, and hammock back. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. Inhale, open, and exhale. Now inhale, slowly come back up, reach the arms forward and start to round the upper back. As we exhale, we'll roll back slowly. So for the count of 5, 4, 3, put the brakes on, 2, 1. When the low back hits the floor, try and keep the shoulder blades up. And we'll pulse up for a 1, 2. So really exhale as you pulse for 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring the torso down. As we do, bring the right knee into the chest. Left knee can remain bent with the foot on the floor. As we inhale, right leg goes up. Hold on wherever's accessible. Maybe it's behind the thigh or the calf, or if you have a strap, you can bring it in here. So with that left foot on the floor, it can remain like that, or you can extend it long. If you're extending the foot, I want you to squeeze the left quad, flex the left foot, and really push the left toe mount and left heel towards the top of the mat. Start to slightly activate that right quad. So I want you to actually keep a tiny, tiny little bend in the knee so that you can activate that quad. Holding on wherever's accessible, start to pull it into the body. Deep breath in. As we exhale, lift the torso up and try and bring leg to forehead. Take another deep breath in. Now, as we exhale, see if you can start to bring the leg with you as you come back down. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly start to bend the knee, and we'll bring the knee towards the armpit and towards the outside of the rib cage for half happy baby. Now, if keeping the ankle stacked over the knee just isn't quite working for you, or doesn't feel good for any reason, then keep the knee closed, but just pull that knee towards the armpit and towards the floor on the outside of that rib cage as best as you can. Otherwise, trying to keep the left hip on the floor, squeeze the left side body so the left leg is very active. Keep pushing the right knee towards the floor and take a few breaths. Again, focusing on the journey of the breath through the body and as you exhale. From here, trying to keep the leg exactly as it is, we're just going to extend the right leg as much as we can. So maybe that means that you just go like a millimeter or a quarter of an inch. Or maybe you lengthen it out towards the top of the mat. Again, if you need, have that strap handy and you can hold on to the strap as you open it out to the side. So we're not going completely out to the side. It's like we're trying to get that leg to go over the shoulder. Try and keep both hips on the floor and take another deep breath in. Now inhale, bring that leg back up to center. As we exhale, use the hands or a strap and push the right hip into the floor. We're keeping the right hip connected. It's not lifting. As we take another inhale, start to pull that long leg towards the left, but keep pushing the hip into the floor so that we don't let the hip rise. The more you can push the hip into the floor as you pull it over, the more you're going to feel on the outside of that outside of that right leg in the IT band area. So keep actively pushing it into the floor until you kind of hit your limit where you can't really go anymore. Now on the next inhale, now we're gonna let the hip lift and let that long leg go over to the left completely. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, come back to center. As we do, one more time, lift the head up. See if you can bring it just a little bit closer. Try and keep the belly and thigh connected and maybe bring the leg back down with you as the torso comes down. Bend the knee and send the right leg along. Bring that left leg in. Give it a tight squeeze. And then flex the right foot and push the right toe mound forward if the leg is going to remain on the floor. Or just bend the knee and bring the right foot to the floor. Holding on wherever is accessible on this leg. This leg may be much different than the other. So work with where you're at. If it's tighter, use your breath. Don't force it. If this is your looser side or more flexible side, make sure you stay focused and don't just dump into your flexibility. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. On the inhale, lift the torso and bring leg towards the forehead. As we exhale, try and bring it with you as you come back down. Once again, holding here, nice deep breath in, relaxing the torso. And we'll bend that left knee, bring it towards the armpit and come into that half happy baby. Or go ahead and close the knee and just pull the knee towards the armpit. Try to keep the right hip on the floor.
So find that opposition. The more you can squeeze the right glute, right quad, push the foot forward, the more you can start to pull that left knee towards the floor, and you kind of find that opposition of that push-pull. Now on the next inhale, see if we can start to lengthen. Again, just kind of finding wherever we're at, start to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And maybe the toes come down a little bit more towards the floor. Inhale, come back to center. As we exhale, push the left hip into the floor, keep it connected. Inhale, start to pull it over slowly. Keep pushing the left hip down into the floor as you pull the leg over. Kind of find that sweet spot. And then hold for a few breaths. Inhale, slowly let that hip completely come up off the floor as the right or left foot goes towards the right. Left arm can go long out to the left, and take a few breaths. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhale, pause. Again, holding on wherever you can. Inhale, lift the torso. Maybe we can get a little bit more out of it. As we exhale, try and keep the connection and bring it down with you. Maybe a little bit more than we did before. Inhale, release, and exhale, bring the foot to the floor. Inhale, arms reach back and get really long. As we exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Lift up and give yourself a nice tight, tight hug. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, head comes back down. Holding on either to the tops of the knees or maybe under. We're going to roll up onto a seat and then right over onto hands and knees. Bringing the hips over the knees and shoulders either over the wrists or slightly in front. Taking a moment just to feel the stability of the posture. So untuck the toes and press the tops of the feet and all 10 toes into the floor. At the same time, lift the pelvic floor, contract from the front and the back. Lift and pull in front body to back body. So lower rib cage and lower belly. Feel nice long spine, gazes down and forward. From here, take another deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, coming into cow. Chest forward, hips up, shoulders back. As we exhale, round through the back, tuck the chin to chest. Inhale forward. And exhale round. Inhale forward. And exhale round. Inhale forward. And exhale. From here, letting the hips drop to the right. So as we let the hips drop to the right, feel like you're squeezing the right hip towards the right wrist. Right wrist squeezes back towards the hip. Elongate the chest forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the other side. Again, squeeze left hip towards right, left wrist towards left hip. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Really elongate the chest forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the other side. Chest reaches forward. Inhale, come center. As we exhale, let the hips come back towards the heels and slowly let yourself come down into a child's pose. Forehead to floor. On the next inhale, we'll round up to all fours. So inhale, round up to all fours. As we exhale, slowly let the thighs, hips, and belly come down. Hands go wide out to the side, pop up onto the fingertips, elbows go high. Inhale, slowly peel yourself up. And exhale, pull yourself down. Right hand steps in front of the right shoulder. Squeeze the feet and inner thighs together. Left hand comes next to left rib cage. Inhale, as we press up, we'll roll onto our right side. Lift and press right hand down and forward as you gaze at your left foot. Inhale, come back to center. As we exhale, left hand steps forward, right hand next to the rib cage. Inhale, press up and turn onto the left side. Once you're on your left side, press the left hand down and forward so you elongate to the left rib cage and gaze towards your right foot. Exhale, slowly come back down. Press back up onto all fours and flex the feet. As we look forward, push your hips back onto your heels. Inhale, round back up to all fours. And then inhale right into your cow. As we exhale, bend the elbows, dip chin and chest. Inhale, pull forward into a cobra, small or large. And exhale, push back onto the heels. Child's pose. Inhale, round up and lengthen the torso back to neutral. Inhale, right arm reaches up, just get long. As we exhale, thread it through and under that left arm, but don't settle down. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, right hand through and down. Inhale up. And then exhale, as you reach it, come on to the back of that right shoulder. Let the head drop to the floor. And we'll come into threaded like a needle. So we'll press the left hand down, press to the space in between the shoulders, and then equalize the hips up towards the floor. You can stay there. You can lengthen the left arm forward, or you can go for a half bind, bringing that left hand to the back or inside of that right thigh. Inhale, release the left hand back in front and come back to center. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. As we exhale, start to push the hips back towards the heels. Keep the gaze forward. Inhale, round up as the shoulders come over the wrists. Let the thighs, hips, and belly come back down. Again, arms go wide, pop up onto those fingertips. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, pull yourself back down. Right hand steps forward, left hand next to the rib cage, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, roll into the right side. Right away, press the right hand down and forward. And take a nice big breath into the right rib cage as you gaze towards the left foot. Exhale, slowly bring yourself down. Left hand steps forward, right hand steps back. Inhale, press up onto the left side. Press the left hand down and forward. Take a big breath into that left rib cage as you turn and gaze towards the right foot. As we exhale, slowly come back to center. Once again, hands come next to the side, press down. As you press back, hips come towards the heels, gaze is forward. And inhale, round back up to all fours. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, chin and chest to the floor. Inhale, pull forward into cobra, small or large. And exhale, push back onto the heels once again. Inhale, round up to all fours and come to a neutral spine. Stepping the right foot back, come onto those right toes and just start to press into the right heel. So toes press into the mat or the floor and push the heel back. As we inhale, lift the right leg up. Keep it just about hip height and squeeze the inner thighs together. Try and keep the pelvic floor and lower belly lifted and close the lower rib cage so we have a nice long spine. Inhale, left arm goes forward. As we exhale, knee comes to elbow and we round in. Inhale, just get long. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. As we exhale, left hand comes down. Turn the right toes to the outside. So we're trying to pivot in the right knee towards the side. And we're going to swing the right leg forward. We're going to try and step the right foot to the outside of that right hand. So start to squeeze the knee in and step it forward as best as you can. If you need to use your hand, use your hand. Coming into a lizard posture here, but keep the bum high and don't come down onto those forearms just yet if that's kind of where you are headed. From here, big circles with the hips. So start to let the hips kind of draw over to the left side, then let them drop forward. Send the bum and hips to the right, and then kind of make this big circle. So we're taking these big hip circles through this lizard posture. How big you go here is completely up to you. But I want you to just do a couple in one direction to feel it, and then start to go in the other direction. Kind of feeling how your body, or kind of what different areas are being affected by moving in these different planes. And then come back to center. As we do, let the hips drop, chest forward. Stay here, or if you would like to come down onto those forearms, you can come down onto the forearms. If you would like to add a little heat and get maybe a little active, flex the left toes, lift the left knee, and try and keep the hips buoyant. So even though you're letting the hips sink slightly, keep the sit bones sending back. Squeeze the left thigh, and really squeeze the right inner thigh into the right rib cage. If you are active, let the knee come down for a moment, uncurl, and then come back up onto those hands. Stepping the left hand wide, turn the right toes out to the side. Bringing the right hand right onto the thigh. And I want you to really feel as though you're lifting from the pubic bone all the way to the collarbone. So as it's like we're letting the hips drop to scoop up and out, squeeze the left shoulder back and keep rotating the chest towards the ceiling. Maybe you stay here and just breathe. Maybe you reach the hand back and hold on, or just lightly let the fingertips come back. Again, just finding a nice long, deep line here. If you would like to grab for the left foot, then you can grab it, but rather than bringing it in close to the bum, I want you to actually kick into the hand so that we feel the front body open even more. And slowly release the foot down. Bringing the hand back into center. Toes go forward. And we'll just lift the foot. So lift the hips, and just like we did in the beginning, lift and swing the leg back, and then drop the knee. Inhale, send the left toes back and press the left toes into the floor. So to really kind of wiggle the forward and back a little. Just getting into the calf. From here, lift the left leg, try and keep it hip height, squeeze the inner thighs, and just squeeze muscle to bone. Inhale, right arm goes long, lift through the belly, lift through the whole front body, really squeeze it in tight. As we exhale, elbow to knee and curl, curl, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. And exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Bring the right hand down. Turn the knee so it turns out, and then step. So squeeze the left knee towards the left shoulder. Step it wide of that left hand, and slowly bring yourself down. Hands come in line with the foot, letting the hips sink as you look forward. So once again, either staying nice and passive here, or if you want to generate that heat, flex the toes, lift through the knee, and then lift the sit bones up. So rather than letting the hips just drop here like a hammock, we're pushing the sit bones back, keeping the hips buoyant to put a little extra heat into the legs. Squeeze the right quad and squeeze the left inner thigh into the left rib cage. Keep the feet pushing down and towards each other. And then once again, if you were up, drop the knee and uncurl. Step the right hand wide, turn the left toes at a 45. From here, left hand comes onto the thigh, and once again, feel as though as you let the hips drop, you're scooping out and away from the pelvic floor, from the pelvis. Squeeze the right shoulder back, slowly rotate the chest towards the left and up towards the ceiling. Stay here. Or maybe reach back. Maybe hands come to legs and you continue to arc back as the hips drop forward. Or if you're gonna grab the foot, when you grab, kick into the foot and keep arching the upper back. Slowly release the foot, if you have it, and come back to center. Turn the left toes forward. Let the hips come back a little bit and press both hands into the floor. As best as you can, we're gonna lift the left leg, swing it back and around, and then drop the left foot. Inhale into your cow. As we exhale, chin and chest. Inhale, pull forward into your cobra. And exhale, round back to child's. Inhale, round up. And exhale, release down. From here, kickstand the right foot to the right. Left foot comes flat to the floor. Inhale, left arm up. As we exhale, reach that left arm over the ear. And really try and bow the upper rib cage for a moment. So you're just finding as much length. Press the left foot firmly into the floor. Reach those left fingertips towards the floor. And then inhale, lengthen out the rib cage and lift that left arm up. Stay here or lift that left leg. Stay here or bend the left knee and grab onto the foot. This time, squeeze heel to butt. Push the hips forward, lengthen through the spine. And then if you would like to go for Baby Chapasana, start to kick the foot into the hand, round to the upper back, and really squeeze the shoulder blades together to help the head come back. Keep pushing hips and chest forward. And exhale, slowly release the foot and release the knee to the floor. Kickstand left side, left foot to the left, right foot comes to the floor and open up. Right arm comes up. Try and keep the left wrist a little bit in front of the left shoulder. Inhale, start to reach that right arm over. Press firmly into the bottom of that right foot as we really reach the right fingers towards the floor. Take a really deep breath into that right rib cage. Feel like you can go a little bit higher. And then inhale, start to lengthen through the rib cage. And right arm goes up. Stay here or lift the right leg, flex the foot. Stay here or start to bend the knee and really pull heel to butt. Connect if you can. Once it's connected, push the hips forward slightly and just elongate through the spine. If you'd like to go for baby Chapasana, you're gonna then start to kick the foot into the hand, push the hips and chest forward, and bow the upper back and head back. Keep kicking into the foot. And exhale, slowly release. And bring the right hand down and right knee down. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Inhale, come back to neutral. Tuck the toes under and start to lift the hips and push the belly onto the thighs. Keep the knees bent. I want the knees bent and you're up on the toes. Press the hands down and forward and allow the shoulders to actually come near the ears so that we elongate through the side body. Now from here, we're gonna slowly lengthen the legs as much as we can. Even if the heels don't hit the floor, that's fine. I want you to just go slow. So for the count of 5, we're gonna lengthen the legs. So inhale and go for the count of 5. 4, keep lengthening. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe the heels drop towards the floor, maybe they don't. We're just lengthening the whole back body now. Inhale, right leg comes up. Reach it long, but straight behind the hip. As we exhale, stack right hip over left, then bend the knee and squeeze heel to butt. Inhale, lift the right knee a little higher and try and equalize the shoulders towards the mat. Little baby bend into that left knee. Now, as we inhale, we'll come up onto those left toes. Squeeze the right knee into the chest and slowly step the right foot forward. Drop the left knee. Inhale, slowly rise up onto your knees. And as we exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, scoop the heart with the shoulder blades and let the hips drop, but keep the right heel pulling towards the left knee and left knee towards the right heel. Inhale. As we exhale, slowly lean forward. Reach the arms forward and bring the hands to the floor. Keep pushing the sit bones back, but keep a bend in the knee. Foot can remain on the floor or you can lift the toes up. But again, keep a bend in the right knee and keep pushing the sit bones back. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, bow in. Inhale, lengthen. Now, if you want to lengthen through the right leg, start to lengthen, but try not to lock out. As we exhale, once again, fold in. Inhale, slowly come forward. And then plant the hands, lift the left leg, and step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up, just about hip height to begin with, just get nice and long. As you take another inhale, stack left hip over right, then bend the knee and squeeze heel to butt. As you take another inhale, lift the left knee high, equalize the shoulders towards the mat. And then inhale up onto those right toes. As we exhale, squeeze left knee into belly and chest and slowly step forward. Drop the right knee. Inhale, suck everything into the belly as we round all the way up. As we exhale, cactus the elbows and let the hips drop. Scoop the heart forward and up. Take a deep breath in. Keep the heel coming towards the knee, knee pressing towards the heel. So keep the legs activated. As we exhale, slowly reach forward. Hips come back. Hands come onto the floor. Inhale, lengthen, lift the left toes, but keep the left knee bent. Exhale, send the sit bones back even more and bow in, keeping that left leg bent. The more you can activate the sit bones pressing back, the more you feel it in that left side. Inhale, lengthen. Now, if you want to lengthen through the left leg even more, exhale, bow in. Inhale, slowly come forward. Press the hands down, lift through the right knee, and step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. As we exhale, chest comes forward, bend the elbows, slowly come down onto your belly. Uncurl the toes, reach the hands back, and either reach the arms straight back or interlace the fingers. Inhale, press the tops of the feet into the floor, squeeze the fronts of the thighs, squeeze the inner thighs together, keep the gaze down, keep the neck long. As we inhale, see if you can start to lift feet and arms, lift everything up. Keep reaching back, gaze comes forward, but not high. As we exhale, slowly release the hands and come back down. Press back through the knees, tuck the toes, send the hips back onto the heels. Inhale, round forward. And then as we exhale, lift and back to down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Right away, stack right hip over left, bend the knee, squeeze heel to butt. Little bend in the left leg, equalize the shoulders towards the floor. Inhale, up onto the left toes. As we exhale, squeeze right knee into chest and step forward. Drop the left knee. Inhale, peel up. As we exhale, cactus and scoop the heart forward, let the hips drop. Keep the legs active. Exhale, reach the hands forward and bring them to the floor. Knee can be bent or long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly come forward. As we do, lift through the left knee. Keep the hips buoyant. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Come all the way up into crescent. As we exhale, settle down. Inhale, open to the right, twist. As we exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm straight up or start to lean back. As we exhale, left hand comes down, right arm goes up, twisted lunge. As we exhale again, right hand comes down. Press onto the right foot, lift the left leg. We'll get long from crown of head to toe. And then as we exhale, start to bow in. Maybe the left leg goes high into standing split. As we inhale, again, lengthen through the spine. Turn the knee outward, flex the left foot. As we exhale, spin left leg wide and step it to the wide part of your mat. Slowly bring the hips down and come into Malasana. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, reach the arms forward. As you exhale, let the seat come down. So round to the back. Let the bum come to the floor or just plop down. Right away, inhale right into your boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. As we exhale, try to come back into Malasana. So squeeze the feet down. Lift right back into Malasana. Use your hands if needed. And then squeeze the knees together for toe stand, lifting the seat off the heels. Slowly try and let the heels drop to the floor. Lift the bum. Inhale, reach the arms back. Chest and thighs stay together. Inhale, come into chair. Exhale again, chest to thighs. Inhale, reach all the way up. Little baby back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, plant the hands and step back into a high plank. Lower all the way to the belly. Uncurl the toes. Interlace the hands behind you or just reach them back. Inhale, lift up into locust, bound locust with the arms reaching back, legs lifted. And exhale, hands come down, tuck the toes. Inhale, press the hips back onto the heels, active child's pose. Inhale, round up. And exhale, lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Right away, stack left hip over right, squeeze heel to bum, equalize the shoulders towards the floor. Inhale, up onto the toes. As we exhale, squeeze knee into chest and slowly step forward and drop the knee. Magnetize knee to heel, heel to knee, and slowly peel yourself up. As we exhale, cactus the arms. And scoop the heart forward as the hips drop. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, hands to floor. Leg can be long or bent. Fold in. Inhale, slowly come forward. As you do, press into the right toes, lift the right knee, keep the hips buoyant. Inhale, lift up into your crescent. And as we exhale, sink down. Inhale, open the arms, reach and twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you, reach the right arm straight up or back. Inhale, right arm comes down, left arm goes up, twisted lunge. As we exhale, left hand comes down. Press into the left foot so much the right leg lifts. Inhale, just lengthen from crown of head to toes. And as we exhale, bow in, maybe standing split. Now turn the knee outward, flex the foot. Start to swivel the right leg wide and come down into your malasana. Letting the hips sink, keeping the chest lifted, taking a deep breath in. As we exhale, let the seat drop onto the floor and right away lift up right into your boat. As we exhale, half boat. Inhale back into your boat, trying to come back to that malasana. So bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, lift back onto your feet, and then send the knees forward for toe stand. Keep the hips off the heels if you can. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, let the heels drop. Lift the bum, keep the belly and thighs connected. Reach the hands back. Inhale, come into chair pose. Exhale, chest to thighs. Inhale, rise all the way up, a little back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your tips to floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knees to get the hands to the floor and slowly step back, high plank. Lower, chest comes forward, belly in, lower onto your floor. Uncurl the toes. You can do locust where as we did before, reaching the hands back, or interlacing the fingers, or going for upward bow. So if you're going for upward bow, reach the arms back and ignite the backs of the arms. Inhale, lift the legs and lift everything up. As we exhale, flex the feet and slowly draw the heels towards the bum. Keep the knees lifted. Grab wherever you can, and then inhale, push the toe mound skyward as you lift the legs. Keep squeezing. and slowly release down. Release the legs, flex the toes, press the hips back, and lead the hips towards the heels. Inhale, round up, and exhale, lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Stack right hip over left, bend the knees, squeeze heel to butt, equalize shoulders to the floor. Inhale, lift through the left toes, and as you exhale, right knee comes into the body and step it forward. Keep the left knee lifted. Inhale, rise up into your crescent. Exhale, sink. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, reach back. Windmill the arms, come into warrior two on the left. So open up. And then right away, lengthen through the right leg. Right hand comes down, left arm up, triangle pose. Lengthen through the spine. Hands come down onto block or shin or the floor. Keep elongating through the spine. So elongate the right rib cage, squeeze the left. Keep the right shoulder squeezing back. Inhale, slowly bend into the right knee, come all the way up. As we exhale, lengthen, turn the toes towards the side, and slowly fold into your wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, walk the hands back as much as you can to bring crown of head towards the floor. So you can either stay in this wide leg forward fold here, lengthening crown of head towards the floor, and trying to lengthen through the back of the neck. Try not to tuck the chin, but keep it long. If you have inversions in your practice and you would like to go into an inversion, just go ahead and press the head into the floor, lift up, and bring yourself into headstand. Slowly bring yourself down if you're up. Nice and slow, control. And then inhale, lengthen. Right hand will come right into the middle of the mat. Inhale, left arm up, go for a nice easy twist. Inhale, reach the left arm over the head, and exhale, bring the left hand down over the right. Inhale, right arm up, twist, open up. Exhale, right arm reaches over the ear, and then slowly rotate back down. Walking the hands over to the right, turn the toes forward, and step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, all the way to the belly. Bend the knees and come right into upward bow if you would like, or go slowly and incrementally. Inhale, coming into locust first, then flexing the feet. Keep lifting through the thighs. Bend at the knees, grab wherever you can, kick up, and pause. Slowly bring the knees down and press back. Hips press towards the heels, gaze is forward. Inhale, round up. And exhale, lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Stack left hip over right, bend, squeeze heel to butt, equalize shoulders towards the floor. Inhale, up onto the right toes. As you exhale, squeeze left knee into chest and belly and step forward. Keep the right knee lifted this time. Inhale, rise up. As we exhale, open to the left. Inhale, reach up. As we exhale, windmill the arms and slowly open. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, right into triangle. Deep breath in. Exhale. Keep elongating through the left side body. Inhale, bend into the left knee. And slowly lengthen, turning left toes towards the side mat. and folding forward, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. And as we exhale, walk the hands back. Elongate through the spine. And same thing. Either stay here, working on elongating the spine. If you can get the head to the floor, fairly easy. Just bring the feet closer together, and that will give you more room to work with to try and elongate even more. If you want to go into your headstand, or if there's another inversion you want to do, just a few breaths. We're not here very long. We're about 5 breaths. So press down to lift up. Try and keep the shoulders away from the ears. And slowly back down. Inhale, lengthen. This time, walk the hands over to the right and bow in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bow in. Inhale, lengthen. And come back to center. Turn towards the left. Bend into the left knee and step back. Down dog. From here, look forward. We'll just hop or step to a seat. Right away, lengthen the legs out. So we're coming to a nice wide leg position. Push the hips forward as much as you can. Lift through the spine. Right arm down, left arm up and over, and get long. Keep pressing through the left side body. Rotate the right rib cage forward. Keep opening and reaching. So it's not about how far you go over, but how much can you keep the left sit bone down and reach that left arm in opposition, and take 2 deep breaths into that whole left side body. Inhale, come up, and exhale to the other side. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Keep pressing the right sit bone down as you reach along with the left or with the right hand. From here, see if you can keep rotating the left rib cage forward. 2 deep breaths. Go a little deeper. Inhale, come up. As we exhale, walk the hands forward and just come down as much as you can, as much as you're comfortable with. But try and elongate the spine, so try not to round. If you find yourself rounding, you may need to sit up on a little something to give your hips a little bit of height. And inhale, slowly come up. Swing the right leg forward. Legs forward, press the heels into the floor and pull them back towards the bum. Put a little bend in your knees. Inhale up. And exhale, reach forward, but keep pulling the feet back. When you get as low as you can, then fold in. Inhale, slowly come up. Right foot's gonna come into the groin, right knee about a 90-degree out from the hip, and then slowly pivot towards the left inner thigh. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, reach the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Keep the left hand on the outside of the left hip, or cross left hand over right and pull in. Inhale, come up. As we do, just cross right foot over left. Either go for a nice little bear hug or twist. Slowly come back to center. Left foot comes into the groin. Left knee at a 90-degree. Slowly pivot towards the left, right inner thigh, and then reach left hand to the outside of the right foot. Keep the right hand on the outside of the right hip to help stabilize, or cross right over left. As we exhale, keep pulling forward. Left rib cage goes towards right inner thigh, but equalize the shoulders down. Inhale, slowly come up. We'll cross left over right and just come for a nice easy twist or hook. Slowly come back to center. Bringing the feet to the floor, slowly roll onto your back. Reach the arms forward, roll down. Once we come down, bring the feet next to the hips. Press all four corners of the feet down. As we inhale, lift the pelvic floor, start to tuck the tailbone and press the low back into the floor. As you press into the feet so much, you start to lift the hips up. When you get as high as you can, start to tuck the shoulders under and keep pressing the hips high so that the chest comes towards the chin, but the chin doesn't move at all. Either pressing the arms into the floor or interlace the hands and press the fists and arms into the floor. And lift even higher. Now you can stay here for these last 3 breaths, or if you would like to go into full wheel, bring the hands under the shoulders or by the shoulders. Press the hands down so much that we lift up nice and slow, taking our time to get there and taking the last 3 breaths nice and deep. As we exhale, slowly bend the elbows and bring yourself back down. Take a moment and let the knees knock together. Let the pelvis settle. Gently windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze the knees towards the armpits or come into happy baby. Feeling free to rock from side to side to loosen up any tension in the low back if you have any from doing the bridge or wheel. And then we'll let the knees come together. Option is to keep the knees together, keep the heels together, have them over the hips and then let them drop to the right. Or you can cross left over right, arms out to the side, and let them drop to the right. Slowly come back to center. Now, if you didn't cross the legs, you can drop them over to the left right away. If you did, then cross right over left and slowly drop over to the left. Really big breaths. Feel like you're breathing into the low back. Inhale, come back to center. Release the legs. Start to pull them both towards you as much as you can and really squeeze in as much as you can. So squeeze them in, let the hips come up off the floor and then start to push the hips down towards the floor even as you pull the legs closer into the body. Inhale, legs come up, reach the arms back. And we'll slowly, for the count of 5, let the feet come to the floor. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And then when you're ready, slowly let the legs come onto the floor. Release everything. And come right into Savasana. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed the practice and it got you ready for for bed, or at least got you a little bit of tension from your day, maybe released. If there's anything you would like, please, please, please let us know. We're more than happy to kind of tailor some things specifically to what you all would ask for. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening and a wonderful morning in good health.